work for a company that went out of business was kind of devastating because, of course, you're not employed, you don't have income, and so that presents a lot of issues for you.
Life was a little rough, and I was living from house to house, applying for all these different kind of jobs, not really getting any kind of job.
I didn't have any type of credit. I knew that I had to build a credit, but I didn't know how about going about doing it.
I went from probably unemployable to marginally employed.
The country is really facing some very difficult challenges with respect to working families. I mean, we're seeing the growing gap of income inequality in the country. A number of families still struggling through what has not felt like a really strong recovery for too many families.
Families think about their financial situation all of a piece. They don't just think about the job that they have or the wage that's coming in. They also worry about the bills they have to pay, the debts they may have accumulated, and they think about the future. At the same time, for families to be successful, we know that many low-income families have to access public supports. So we began thinking about, could you bundle this together in a way that would make sense to the family?
So we find that by bundling services, that we're able to increase net income and net worth in a way that we couldn't if we were just finding them jobs.
What's really good about this organization is that they sit down with you one-on-one. I had no credit, I had bills and bills, and it was a mess, and we just got all my collections taken care of, and I saved up and bought a car, and I have my own apartment.
Social services, where do you find clothes, where do you find resources, to help you with your food, to help you with transportation, things that you may take for granted when you're working, and these things are definitely are needed when you're not working.
Individuals come in and access a range of different services and opportunities that maybe put them on a better path of financial independence.
We've now built to over 100 sites where there has been success, and we're now ready to think about how to go beyond just an additional program here and there, to think much more aggressively with much greater ambition about what this model could do if we were to take it to national scale. And that's the opportunity that this network presents.
Spreading this approach to community colleges throughout the country provides us an opportunity to do better at what we already do well, and that is to be the economic engines for our communities.
I think one of the great success stories of our work has been our ability to replicate these centers in cities all over the country.
We know what works. We just need to pool our resources differently and collectively decide to align ourselves around a common goal to achieve success, not for ourselves, but for people that are looking for our help day in and day out. The millions of working families who simply don't have an opportunity to succeed in this country because they haven't been given the opportunities.
Well, my future now, everything is working great. I've passed over the storms. The light is always brighter on the other side. I'm experiencing that light now. I've got myself back enrolled in school so I can pursue my degree and becoming a registered nurse.
I see bigger things, and I want to move up in this company, and I want to just share everything that I have.
It's been a way out for me. It's actually hard to answer the question, well, where would you be without it? Because this is my reality, and it's been very good having been through the center.
It's very unusual to have the kind of data, to have the kind of evidence that we have of the success of the centers that we're operating through the Success Network. So I think if people are looking for bang for their buck, for measurable outcomes that they can feel comfortable with and satisfied with, I think this is a perfect opportunity.